Hello, this is Mr. Hornby 83 with Mr. Hornby 83 Review, and I am going to be reviewing Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Annihilation Earth is what it was titled. The final episode of Season 3, so we're finally going to get to Season 4. And it pretty much starts out with the Turtles, and with the Turtles driving around, and they're talking about their encounter with the Triceratops, Glorg or whatever, or Zarg, or Zog. Yeah, Zog. Yeah, Zog's his name. And Casey Jones is talking about he would have loved to fight him. Raph tells him, yeah, he would have squished your Casey Jones behind or something in that range. And then Don's like, I'm sorry to interrupt the conversation, but someone's been following us for the past couple blocks. And you see a car behind them. Well, they go over and they check. And then you see the car behind them, and it pulls up beside them. And it's what seems to be a member of the Krang. And I thought, well, we're going to start out this episode with the Turtles fighting one of the Krang. But it wasn't a Krang. It was Agent Bishop. Well, yeah, Agent Bishop from Season 3. Or Agent Bishop from 2003 Ninja Turtles. Only problem was he wasn't an agent in this, and he wasn't human. He was a Krang, which then became a Utrom, and so pretty much pulling in some stuff from the 2003 show, which is fine with me because I liked the 2003 show. I thought it was really good. And he leaves them a little message, and they read it. Then then you get the opening credits. Then you get back to the action. They're going to meet Bishop, and they at first attack him because they thought he was a member of the Krang. But he explains to them what's going on, and he tells them about the Triceratops are going to be invading soon. Which Turtles like, how we destroyed the beacon. He said, well, they're on their way here, and then they asked, and then he explains why he's got the Krang bite. He said he's been on Earth for millions of years, and the Krang copied the body model that he made, and he was talking about him and a bunch of others branched off to have the Utrons, which and then, he was talking clearer than the Krang does, because, the Krang proper language is not perfect. But, so we get to the scene where, Leatherhead and Splinter are keeping an eye on, Slash and Dr. Rockwell. I believe it was from the episode before the last episode, where Karai was, attacking, which they finally got the control worm out of her that Shredder put in her, so now she, I think, is not under the control of the Shredder anymore. But at the end of the episode, it's not going to matter anyway because of what happened. But unless they come up with something. But so then we get, the Triceratops. Well, then we see Krang and Krang Prime, and they're getting ready to. Oh well, I'm going too far ahead. We get them introducing Bishop to everybody else, and Leatherhead almost attacked because Leatherhead just hates the Krang, and they're like, no, Bishop's not like them. Mikey's like, cool down, Leatherhead, he's a oolong. Which was pretty funny. And then I think Donatello correctly him, said Utrom, and Leatherhead said he don't trust them because he don't trust the Krang because of what they did to him. And then we get to the point where now we get to where the where Krang and Krang Prime, or Krang Son Prime and Krang Prime, are sitting there trying to get the Technodrome fixed, and then the Turtles have a plan to try to destroy the Technodrome. And at first Krang Son Prime's like, we're about to rise, and then he goes to turn on the power, the thing don't come on. Krang Prime sitting there chewing him out, so he gets it fixed. They raise it up, and then the Turtles with the turtle plane. I keep forgetting the freaking actual name for it. And then I think Raph and them were using an underwater submarine. And, well, they attack the Technodrome. Raph, I think it was Raph, Don, Mikey, April, and Casey. I think it was them that went in to fight the Krang. And then Leo, I think Leo, Don, Bishop, Leatherhead were on the plane. And, no, Casey was with Leo and Don, so, okay. So they, the freaking plane crashes into the Technodrome, and it blows up, but it don't affect the Technodrome. So they're flying on their glider wings, and they get inside because the other ones had to give up because they were outnumbered by the Krang, and Krang Subprime and them are sitting there saying we're getting ready to invade, and laughing, and then next thing you know, the beacon goes off. Krang Subprime checks to see what's going on, and they see that the Triceratrons are there. So Krang Prime and Krang are freaking. Krang Prime and Krang Subprime are freaking out. They're like, oh, the Triceratons, and I think Krang Prime was kind of stuttering it a little bit, was real scared. The Triceraton leader apparently interrupted the television broadcast so that he could talk about, we're invading, we're taking down the Krang, we're going to destroy this planet, this and that. So the turtles kind of fight with the Krang, and then they get out of the Technodrome, and then they have to start fighting the Triceratons. The Triceratons attack the Technodrome, and then the giant base they got basically blows up the Technodrome. I think Krang Subprime and Krang Prime, I think, are dead, but we thought Krang Subprime was dead the last time we seen him, but So now, after them two have been wiped out, the turtles have to worry about defeating the Triceratons because they set the bomb to destroy the Earth, and they enlist the help of the Mutantables and Casey and April and all them, and they're fighting, and then they all get trapped except for the 3 turtles, and then one of the Triceratons takes Mikey up to the ship. They try to extract information out of him, which was a pretty funny moment because, like, while they're extracting, he's like seeing all this other stuff, like kitties and trippy stuff, and it was just hilarious. And then when they stop probing, he's like, "Why'd you stop? That was better than any roller coaster I ever rode or anything. That was the best ride I ever had." And Mike just being real stupid. Then they were gonna kill him, but then he said, "I know all the bases they use to get into the Dimension X," because we find out that the Triceratons were fighting with the Krang for Dimension X, and the Krang sent the Triceratons into a black hole. So then, after that, Raph, Donnie, and Leo go to save Mikey while Splinter and April are trying to enlist the help of Shredder and his guys. And they talk to Shredder. Shredder at first says, "Let's just fight," and then Splinter's like, "Do you want the world? Our rivalry is meaningless as compared to the fate of the world, this and that." And then finally Shredder and them agree to team up with them, and they go to take them on. They free the Triceratons, or no, they free the others. Then the other turtles, they get Mikey back and they get to Earth, and this is where the biggest shock of the freaking episode came. We see that Splinter and Shredder just took down a couple Triceratons, and they're running toward the thing to stop it from blowing up the world. And next thing you know, and you should have suspected something was going to happen. Next thing you know, Shredder's claws going through Splinter, which I'm going to get to that in a minute. Pulls it out, Splinter falls to the ground, and they don't get there in time, and the bomb goes off. Tiger Claw says, Shredder, what have you done? He's like, I have defeated Hamato Yoshi. Hamato Yoshi is no more. I have defeated him. I don't care if the world gets destroyed or not. Well, somewhere in that range. Which I think this might cause some dissension if, they survive. Dissension between, I think Tiger Claw might turn on Shredder here. Which is, it's going to be a terrible loss as far as villains go, because Tiger Claw was just as bad as Shredder. But, who knows. But, and the reason why I said I'll get to this in a minute, because apparently it looks like Splinter died before the bomb went off, so if that's the case, but if you think about it, 2003, Splinter was the pet of Hamato Yoshi, which Shredder killed Hamato Yoshi trying to find the Utrons because he was a guardian. But if Splinter died, this will be like the second time that Hamato Yoshi has been killed in the Turtle Show. And then I think back to the crossover movie between 2003 and the 80s cartoon, the Turtles Forever. And when they go to Turtle, the part with the dark, grimy turtles, I think they're called Turtles Prime. The prototype turtles mentioned something about we're going to get revenge on the Shredder because he killed Master Yoshi. So I'm guessing maybe they're going to take that storyline and run with it. Who knows? But as the worlds get ready to be destroyed, a ship comes down and saves the turtles in April. But the world got pretty much annihilated. Triceratons were like, long live the Triceratons. And then, at the end of the episode, you find out who saved them, which was the Fugitoid, Professor Honeycutt, which was a big part of the 2003 show. So, I don't know, I looked ahead on the info bar to see what, if, season 4 starting next Sunday, but it said a repeat. I think it was the episode prior to the one where they fought the Triceraton, Zog, when the turtles thought they had an ally, but it turned out he was just there to wipe out the Krang and send the beacon so that the Triceratons could come and destroy the world. And Professor Honeycutt tells them, you guys are gonna go on a wild adventure. And Casey Jones like, well, this is awesome. The turtles are still kind of sad because of what happened to Splinter. So I don't know if Splinter's gonna be dead or not. Very action-packed, very dramatic. The drama was played up perfectly, and the surprise twitch, which nobody should have been surprised. Shredder. I guess this Shredder's really gonna top the Utron Shredder as being evil, because Utron Shredder was pretty evil. I know the old show, the Shredder was kind of a incompetent comedy villain, but 2003 he wasn't, and it looks like he's not going to be this one. So, can't wait to see season 4 premiere. It's going to be good. Can't wait to see season 4 period. There's going to be a lot of awesome stuff, and by the way, best finale of this Turtle show that they've done thus far, unless season 4 tops it or season 5 tops the finale, but best one they've done so far on this one. And I think I gave the other two, I think Showdown and Invasion, I gave 5s out of 5s. I might have gave Showdown 4, and then I'm gonna give this one 5.5 out of 5 because it was just a great episode. Kept you on the edge to see everything. Really looking forward to seeing the beginning of season 4. That'll do it for this review. Tuesday I will be doing a review of the Ray Donovan season 3 finale. So please like this video, leave a comment, subscribe, follow me on my Facebook fan page, Mr. Hornsby 83 Topics. Follow me on Twitter at Mr. Hornsby 83. Peace out.